already. The defensive coordinator is...
Oh, he's going to go up top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Let's talk about Alabama. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they have the first points of the game.
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and look for room. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Firing to the right, complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around.
And with a hallelujah man. Touchdown, Bama! They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. It picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be his second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets a block. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Special teams proving to be special. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
Makes the grab on the left. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Got his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Kentucky will be forced to punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And he lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Tide! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy...
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snagged in the middle. It's Francis. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go back to the ground. Slithers into space. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. Gets it past the marker. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to keep it in the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here comes that Alabama offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Bama! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Second down, they'll go to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third. Grabs it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's got room. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The offense will quickly use a timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finding an escape route.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Hidden just inside their own 20, they need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give out of the gun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. It's complete to the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's McWilliams. Oh, what a cut! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
He's up to 57 yards rushing, and it is well within his grasp to have a 2,000-yard season. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield, it's Francis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tide! Give to the single back, and some room to work. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kentucky will be forced to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the...
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. They make 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got his man. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Bama! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Runs through a tackle. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Kentucky.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Really nice job by the defense that time, stopping the option. Everyone accounted for it. You saw the quarterback. He was holding it. He was running wider and wider out to the perimeter of the field. But this defense has really good speed. But they made that play because everybody was on the same page. Nice job.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. You can see it on the sideline. They built a... Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Wildcats are rolling down the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Takes an easy completion. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The kick is on its way. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know.
Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The give to the back. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass to 45. It's a seam wide open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give from the gun. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that
he's going to let one fly down the middle. Catching stride inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown time. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Working that left side now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. He might want another play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He lofts one down the sideline. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down.
I spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently, they live in the second world as this coach.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.